Madrasa from the series of PersianBall tutorials. Step by step we're gonna work together until the professional level of the freestyle football. Surely stay tuned with us. Today I'm going to teach you the correct juggling, and step by step I'll tell you the important points. Hope you can do it properly. Oh my. The first tutorial is the juggling movement. It's a very important movement because it's the basic of all the movements. Even if you're a footballer or a freestyler, you should learn it by heart. In football, it's good for controlling the ball, and in freestyle, it's the basic of all the movements. It means that the first movement that you should learn is juggling, because all the other movements are related to this juggling. There are some really important points in juggling. First of all, we should know what the correct juggling actually is. This is the correct juggling, or this is the correct juggling. In both ways I'm juggling and the ball is in the air. But the question is, which one is the correct one and what you think? Yeah, the first one is the correct one. What makes you think that the first one is the correct one? Because I'm doing it with discipline, with the same height, it doesn't go left or right. So doing it with discipline and same height are really important. And the next point is that I am controlling the ball, not the ball is controlling me. I'm deciding whether the ball is here, or I'm staying stable. But if you juggle like this, maybe you're keeping the ball in the air, but you cannot control the ball is controlling you, and it's a bad style and you cannot do the following movements. So if you want to do the juggling properly, you have to do it with discipline. I'll give you some training, so stay tuned with me. For juggling, first of all, you have to know what's your record. 1, 2 or 3, which I call amateur. Or you can juggle like 10 or 20 times, but with a bad style, medium. For being professional, you have to do it with discipline. For juggling, I recommend you to have your best record. Like you can juggle for 1 time, you can juggle 2 times, or maybe you can juggle for 5 times. Not like that. You can juggle 20 times but the ball is going the other ways, or maybe you can juggle easily. Also, you have to pay attention to the details. What are the details? Your ankle shouldn't be like this, soft and like jelly. Your ankle should be hard and you have to strengthen it. You have to lift your toe and juggle with this style. You shouldn't lift your leg. You have to juggle like this style. And another point that can affect your control is that your chest shouldn't be far from the ball. Don't juggle like this. Your chest should be forward for like 10 degrees to have the full concentration on the ball. Exactly like this. This is the correct form of juggling. Your chest shouldn't be far from the ball. You shouldn't lift your legs. Your chest should be a little forward so that you have the full control on the ball. Another important point, always have your record. It always motivates you. For example, today I juggle for 30 times, tomorrow it will be 33, and suddenly it goes from 33 to 50. If you train, it won't increase one by one, it will increase like this. That will help you. If you can only juggle for 1, 2 or 3 times, you are amateur. Do this training which I say. You drop the ball, you hit and you hit with right foot, left foot and right foot. Do this training 1 hour every day, and after 1 week I hope you will have progressed. For you guys who have reached the medium level and can juggle like for 5 or 10 times but not with a good style, I mean the ball goes left or right and you cannot keep it that way, this training is for you. Keep the ball with your hands, drop it and hit it with your foot's front part. The ball should come straight and your chest must be placed on the ball. When you became a little professional at this training, you can do it for like 2 or 3 times and then catch the ball with your hands. And after that, you can do a record, like your record is 20 times without discipline, and you juggle for 10 times but with discipline until you reach the professional level. The ball that I'm using is PersianBall. Also, the shoes that you saw are made of special materials that make your progress faster. They are so lightweight that you get tired lately. Because of the materials that are used in these shoes, the ball doesn't slip and you learn faster. Hope you are well. Today we're gonna learn the around the world movement from the series of PersianBall tutorial. If you haven't watched the previous video, Professional Juggling, you may not be able to do this video very well. So I suggest you to go back and watch the previous video so you can do the 80W movement very well. So let's go. The around the world movement is one of the movements that is so viral and trend these days, and every footballer, freestyler, and everyone who loves the ball has done it before. I'll do the around the world movement so you can see what the around the world movement actually is. This is called the around the world movement. The ball spins and your foot rotates around the ball. It's a technical movement because you should hit the ball in a way that it spins and your foot rotates around the ball. The most important movement that you should do is the first movement, juggling. Your full concentration shouldn't be on the juggling to do the around the world movement properly. First of all, you have to know what's your level. If you're amateur, you have to improve the front part of your foot's ball mastery. Your foot should be known to the ball. I'll give you some training that you can do it. If you're weak at juggling, surely do this training for the starting. Try to hold the ball on your feet, lift your leg, and bend your ankle. If it's like this, when you bend it, the ball drops, hit the ground, and you take it back. So, hold the ball on your feet, lift your leg, the ball drops, hit the ground, and you take it back. Do this training to find the 80W style in your feet. When you trained and became professional at this training, you can catch the ball on the air, which improves your ball mastery and muscle memory that can help you later for doing the 80W movement without holding the ball on your feet and just juggling. In the next level, when the ball hits the ground and comes up, you must hit it in order to spin it and let it hit the ground. So, you catch the ball, you drop it, and you hit it. The ball is spinning, it hits the ground, and you take it back. This is the next level, and it's so important. Why? Because it improves the ball mastery. The previous level, you hold the ball and you bend your ankle. But in this level, you drop the ball, it hits the ground. When it comes up, you hit it in order to spin it. When you become professional, you can catch the ball on the air after you hit it. If you cannot, it's okay. Let it hit the ground. This is very important. If you want to start freestyle and want to progress faster, I suggest you to select this PersianBall because it has great bouncing and it's designed especially for freestyle. And you can use these freestyle shoes that are made of lightweight materials that doesn't make your foot tired, and the ball doesn't slip because of the materials that are used in this shoe's front part. If you want to have yours, links in the description. What about our style? It's like juggling. You lift your toe and make your ankle a little hard. You must hit the ball with your foot's front part. Don't try to hit it with thumb or pinky finger. With your foot's front part. a little further from the laces. And the important point is that you have to put pressure on the ball that it comes upright. I put pressure on the ball and it comes straight. You kind of push the ball upright, pushing with hitting, and you take it back. If you don't do it, you won't be able to take it back, exactly like this. And finally, when you have done all this training, if you're amateur, you may be able to do this movement with juggling after 1 week. I'm juggling, and whenever I feel I can do it, I will do the around the world movement. And another important point is that when you want to do it for the first time, try to do it on first, second or third juggling. Like this, 1, 2, 3, and you do it on the third one. If you're weak at juggling, you may not have the full concentration on the around the world movement. I say it from my experience. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you have learned the around the world movement, I want to teach you the next movement, X. It's an important movement because it has a wonderful combination with the around the world movement. Don't forget to subscribe because every week I want to upload the PersianBall tutorials for you guys to use it. See you in the next video. What's up guys, hope you are well. We are back with another tutorial from the series of PersianBall tutorials that is going to teach you until the professional level of the freestyle football. Thanks for being tuned. Today I'm going to teach you the X movement. That is an attractive movement that you can take a lot of great pictures with it. And also, it's one of the freestyle's basics. If you're amateur, you can do it too if you watch this video until the end. X movement is an interesting movement and is very similar to the crossover movement. We will learn the crossover movement in the next video. Today I'm going to teach you the X movement that is easier than crossover movement, so stay tuned with me. You have to be master at juggling if you want to do the X movement. If you're not, watch the first video of this series that I have taught the juggling very carefully. If you became professional, enter this video. If you said amateur, it's okay, but it will be a little hard for you. For doing the X movement, you actually make your foot like X. You jump and you hit the ball. That's it, very easy. You make your foot like X. And the hard part is where you jump with your feet shaped like X. Don't forget to bend your front foot and jump even for centimeters. No need to jump very high. And another point that is very important is to lift your toe. I'll tell you why. If your toe is pointed down, the ball will go forward. But if your toe is pointed up and you lift your toe, when you do it, you can catch the ball easily. And you can do the other movements. One of the X movements benefit is that you can make a combination with other movements. The first training that I want you to do it is doing the X movement without the ball. And also try to lift your toe. And after this level, you grab your ball. The ball that I'm using is PersianBall. Also, the shoes that you saw are made of special materials that make your progress faster. They are so lightweight that doesn't make your foot tired. Because of the materials that are used in this shoe's front part, the ball doesn't slip and you learn faster. When you have your ball, make your feet like the letter X, let it hit the ground once, jump and hit the ball. Try to catch the ball with your hands. Don't count it if it goes the other directions. Try to do it 10 times, exactly like this. After you hit it, try to catch it with your hands. next level, don't make your feet like X, cause we did it in the previous level. I drop the ball bounces, then suddenly I make my feet like X and I jump. And this point makes you do it easier. Next level is with juggling. When you did the last steps properly and each steps 10 times, now it's the time to do it with juggling. If you learn the around the world movement, now you can do it together. Look, it's a great combination. Learn the around the world movement and learn the X movement, and you can combine them. The next tutorial is the crossover movement, the video that I put right here. You can combine all of them if you have learned until here. Now it's time to watch the crossover movement. See you in the next video. Guys, hope you are well. We are in the 4th session of VIP Freestyle Football. In this session, we are going to learn the crossover movement. Crossover movement is one of the freestyle's basic movement and can be combined with all movements of lover style. So it's an important movement and you have to learn it very good. I divided this movement to some steps according to my teaching style. Surely train step by step and don't skip any steps. When you have finished one step, you can go to the other one. When you have reached the last step, you can do the combination. You have watched the juggling tutorial. You had 1 week to train. We learned the X movement together. We learned the ATW movement together too. Now it's time for the crossover movement. You have to be master at juggling to do the crossover movement. Surely if you are weak at juggling and don't know how to juggle for professional freestyle, watch the juggling tutorial. When you train very good, come back to this session, the 4th session, the crossover movement. So let's learn it together. As I told you in the X movement tutorial, the X movement is very similar to the crossover movement. Crossover means that your feet cut each other and then you hit the ball. This is called the crossover movement. You see, feet cut each other and you hit the ball. You landed the crossover movement. I put these movements together so you can see the differences. For doing the crossover movement in freestyle, you need discipline juggling, exactly like this. That the ball doesn't go left, right or here. You must have the full control on the ball to be able to do the crossover movement. First of all, you drop the ball with your hands. Then, you lift your weak foot like this and let the ball cross your legs. Do this training 10 times and your foot get used to it. And also, when your right ankle is tired, rest a little and do it again. It's an absolutely windy day. You drop the ball and you hit the ball with jumping and hitting movement. And then catch it with your hands. This is incorrect. The ball shouldn't go forward. Lift your toe. Like every time, for doing all the movements, you need your toe lifted up. So that the ball comes to your body and you can catch it with your hands. So do this training 10 times, do it clean for 10 times, then we go to the next movement. This level, the ball doesn't touch the ground. The fourth level is that when you leave the ball with your hands, you cross your foot and hit the ball without touching the ground, like this. The ball comes upright. This is incorrect. And this one is incorrect too. This is correct. You see? The fifth level, you do it with juggling. You juggle and a little longer hit, and you do it very easy. My foot crosses over the ball. So simple. You see? Try not to do it very hard. What I mean hard? I mean like this. Don't do it hard. Very easy. No need to jump very high. Try to use technique more than strength. You see? Very easy. Meanwhile, many people have asked which ball and shoes do I use. I use this PersianBall and shoes because they are designed especially for freestyle. The leather layer on the ball makes it more friction. The ball doesn't slip on the shoes. The shoes are designed especially for freestyle, so lightweight that the feet don't get tired. There is also a friction layer on the shoes that the ball doesn't slip on shoes. Make your progress faster. If you want to have yours, links in the description. For having a stronger crossover, try to do it twice in a row. Because you have to do the first one better, straight and vertical with a controlled height. When you can do 2 crossovers in a row, it means that the first crossover is strong enough to do the second one. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. Don't miss the next tutorial when you have done the 4th session very well. The next tutorial will be some combinations for these movements that I have taught. And also great training. If you have trained the 4th session very well, watch this video that I put right here. Your support is your like and comment that you put for me. Thank you and see you in the next video. Hello guys, hope you are well. We are back with the 5th session of VIP Freestyle Football of PersianBall. We are going step by step. In this video, we are going to learn some combinations with the movements that we learned together. I'm going to teach you 6 combinations and you must do it today or until next week that you have time to do it. Movements like around the world to around the world, crossover to crossover, X to X, and combinations between them. So stay tuned with me and do the training. I want to see you on world stage. Combinations that I recommend you is to do everything that you have learned twice in a row. You learn the ATW movement, do it twice. You learn the X movement, do it twice. And also, you have learned the crossover movement, so do it twice. They are so easy. Like I said in previous videos, you need to lift your toe so the ball comes upright and vertical. The work won't be done if the ball goes forward. No difference if you want to do the crossover or the X movement. You need to lift your toe. The ball comes upright and to your body, so you can do it again. We try to do the crossover movement twice. If you want to warm up, do 10 crossovers. You juggle, you do the crossover movement, you continue juggling and you do it again. Do it 2 times, that's enough. And do it again. Juggle, do the crossover for 10 times like this. This is 2 times. And when you're warmed up, try to do it twice in a row. We want to do it for 10 times in a row. 1, 2. You see, I could do the crossover movement twice. The important points are, you should lift your toe. The first crossover shouldn't be high, that you can do the second one with this style. The next movement that I want you to do is doing the X movement twice in a row. You train the X movement like the crossover movement. You train it twice with juggling, like this. That's it, very easy. Do it correctly 10 times in a row. When you have finished doing it 10 times, you can go to the next level, that is doing the X movement twice in a row. When I want to do the X movement twice in a row, I lift my toe. Don't try to do it very hard. I mean, don't hit it very hard or don't jump very high. For doing it clean, you have to know that you have to do it with the same height. It shouldn't be like that the one ball is here and the other one is here. Try to do it with the good style. The next movement is the around the world movement. We try to do it twice. Like the previous one, we juggle, we do it, we continue juggling, and we do it again, and we catch it with our hands. We do it 10 times. One, two. You see, if I don't do it quickly, my foot doesn't have a speed, doesn't have a strength to do the second one. You see, I cannot do that if I can't do it quickly. With the training that I have done, the 10 around the words that I have done, if I try, I can do it quickly. If we combine strength and speed, we can do it easily. Around the world movement is more technical than every movement, like X movement and crossover, because in crossover and X movements, you try to hit the ball, but in around the world movement, you must have a good touch. That most guys have problems with their ball slipping on their shoes. I recommend you to have these PersianBall shoes if you want to continue freestyle professionally. They are lightweight that your feet don't get tired, and there is a friction layer on the front part of these shoes, especially PersianBall that also has a friction layer on itself that match together very well. The ball doesn't slip, so you can do the movements very well. If you want to have yours, links in the description. Next level movements are more attractive because they're gonna be combined. The first combination is X and around the world movement, like this. The important point is that after doing the around the world movement, we must have a straight touch. If the ball goes forward, I cannot do it. Our around the world movements must be strong enough to do the X movement. We must have a good control on the ball. So attractive. When we have a good around the world, we have a better control. So around the world and X combination is a great combination. I'll do it again with better style. The The next combination is ATW with crossover. This combination is attractive. It looks like the previous combination but we cross our feet. If I hit the ball straight, I can do the crossover. This is an attractive combination too. The next combination that I want to teach you is X and crossover. It's a great combination that if you do it properly, you can make a lot of combinations out of it, especially if you do many movements. It's an attractive and stylish combination. Also the reverse is crossover plus X. These combinations look like each other, but the stop and differences make it more attractive. Surely train both of them. When I do the crossover movement, I must do it straight so I can do the X movement. When I do the X movement, I must do it straight so I can do the crossover movement. When the ball goes forward, I can never continue that. Even if I can do it 1%, my style will be ruined. If your style is not good, you won't be given the respect for doing the movements. The movement is important, but the style and how you do it is more important. Good control, clean, or you're landing it with a bad situation, so pay attention to this point. So I do it all again. The next tutorial is right here. If you want to watch the previous videos, you can go to the step-by-step tutorial playlist. Your support is your like and your comment. Thank you and see you in the next video. What's up guys, hope you're well. We're back with the 6th session of VIP Freestyle Football of PersianBall. Hope you have done the previous movements properly. Today I want to teach you a new movement. This is also one of the basic movements that needs training. The style and technique is different and I hope you can do it with training. So let's go for it. As you can see, this is called the Hop the World movement, HTW, because for every movement you have a small jump. You can put it with basic movements and has its own technique. I'll teach it in few parts according to my teaching style. We train every part and then we can do it all together and we can do a stylish Hop the World. For doing the Hop the World movement, the very first movement that you have to learn is juggling. If you are weak at juggling and you have come straight to this video, I recommend you to watch the first video of this VIP Freestyle Football course. Learn it properly and then you can do the Hop the World movements. What I want you is clean, controlled and trustworthy juggling. So this is the first level that you must learn. Next level, we go for the Hop the World. We must divide it to some parts. What should we do? The first movement that I want you to learn is that you drop the ball, wait a little, and then juggle. Like this. Wait, and hit. You should bend your leg, wait a little, and then juggle to have the simulation of hop the world. Because when you're doing the hop the world, your foot reaches the ground a little late. So the next level, you have the ball in your hands, you drop, you let it hit the ground, rotate your foot, and you hit it vertical. The ball shouldn't go other directions. Try to hit the ball vertical with a standard height, because we want to get used to doing the left one too. We do right, and left. From the beginning, we are used to hitting it vertical. We shouldn't hit it so high, because we want to do it with our left foot too. So if the ball comes here, we cannot do the left one. This is an important point that you can't see it in any YouTube video, and I'm telling you by the experience of 15 years for free. When you have learned this style, next level is to hold the ball on your feet, like this, and when you jump, rotate your foot around the ball. This style at least makes you do the hop the world movement. Actually, it's not the hop the world, but this training brings this style to your body. So I'll do it again. It's important to lock the ball on your feet, but I have taught it in the around the world movement tutorial. Watch the ATW tutorial if you haven't watched it. If you want to start freestyle and progress faster, I suggest you to select this PersianBall because it has a great bounce and is designed especially for freestyle. And also you can have these freestyle shoes that are made of special materials that don't make your foot tired. The ball doesn't slip because of the materials that are used in these shoes front part. If you want to have yours, links in the description. In the next level, you try to catch the ball, because when you train it, the style and pace will be brought to your body. In the next level, you have your trial. When you juggle, a straight touch, a straight juggling, that comes exactly here, not here. The ball doesn't go forward, the ball comes up. So when you juggle, a little high, so that you have the time to rotate your foot around the ball. Do this for right and left foot. Look, this is correct. This is wrong. And then you are able to do with your left foot after right foot. It means when I do this, I hit it vertical so I can do the other one too. You see? So easy, especially when you do both feet. First, train it single. When you want to do the HTW many times, you need a little jump for every foot, and body needs a special rhythm to do the HTW many times. With the training that you do, I'm sure you can progress, and I can see you on the word essays. The next tutorial is right here. If you want to watch the previous tutorials, you can go to the step-by-step tutorial playlist. Your support is your like and your comment. What's up guys, welcome to the 7th session of VIP Freestyle Football of PersianBall that works professionally on your freestyle. Today we are going to learn the hop juggling. So let's see how it looks like. You see, it's an easy movement, and it's the basic of creative combinations that you can combine it with hard and easy movements. And also, you can take a lot of great pictures with it. As my teaching style, we're gonna separate the movement to few steps, and we're gonna train step by step. And finally, we're gonna work on some combinations as homework. So let's watch the hop juggling together. We can put it in the crossover or X movements group, but even easier because there is no need to rotate your opposite foot around the ball. The first training that I want you to do is to lift your opposite foot or left foot up and try to jump with the right foot. Try to lift your toe. If you have watched the previous videos, you know why. And train it without the ball to catch the style of the movement. In the second step, we try to do it with the ball. We use our hands to do the movement very well. We bend our weak foot, we make the right foot ready, we let the ball go. When it bounces, we jump and we hit the ball. When we catch the ball with our hands again, that is the exact moment that we do it right. So try to catch it with your hands again. The ball goes forward. Why? Because my toe is not lifted up. When your toe is not lifted up, the ball goes forward. So try to do it 10 times correctly. When you have done this movement 10 times correctly, now it's time to hit it on the air. I mean, don't let it hit the ground. Hit it on the air. When the ball is coming, jump and hit the ball. Many guys ask me which ball and shoes do I use. I use PersianBall and shoes, which are both designed especially for freestyle. And there's a friction layer on the ball that the ball doesn't slip on your shoes. And also there is a PU layer in front part of the shoes and the side part of the shoes that the ball doesn't slip on your shoes, and you can do the movements very well and very easy, and you can progress faster. If you want to have yours, links in the description. In the fourth step, we do it with the juggling. If you haven't trained juggling and don't know how to juggle professional for freestyle, go to the first video of this tutorial course and watch juggling tutorial, and when you have reached the best style, you can come to this video and learn the hop juggling. We do it with the juggling, with discipline and controlled juggling, and when we want to do it, we hit a little higher and then we jump and we hit the ball and we take it back. So do it correctly 10 times and it will become easy, because the most usage of this movement is to combine it with another movements. For example, you do it twice in a row. It's time to revise the movement. First, I lift my toe. I try to jump with good style. And then I use my hands. I drop the ball. I jump and I hit the ball with good style. Then I don't use the ground. Then I'll juggle and do the hop juggling properly. In the last step, we try to make the movements a little hard. For example, if we want to do this movement, we train it like this. We grab our left foot, we jump and we hit the ball. And also, we can make a combination out of crossover and the hop juggling movement. And if you haven't trained the crossover movement and haven't watched the tutorial, I think I have taught it in the 5th tutorial. Actually, it is possible only with hard work, consistency, and a lot of training that you can make a lot of combinations with the hop juggling movement. Anyway, hope you have used this tutorial very well. The next movement that you're gonna learn is the slap movement, the video that I put right here. And also check the previous videos if you haven't tried crossover, ATW or juggling. First, watch the previous tutorials and then come to this tutorial and the next tutorial. What's up guys, welcome to the 8th session of VIP Freestyle Football of PersianBall. Today we are having the slap movement tutorial. So first, let's watch the slap movement and we will have the tutorial. The slap movement is one of the easy and basic movements of the creative combinations that is combined with hard and easy movements. It's not a difficult movement, especially when you follow the instruction and train it step by step. The slap movement is an easy movement. I'll show you one more time. It's an easy movement that many athletes that are in social media or mostly footballers do this, and it's a viral movement. As I said, it's an easy movement and it's combined with many movements and makes creative combinations. In the first step, hold the ball between your feet, like this. And when you make a pressure, the ball will be locked. At first, it's slippery and the ball will be slipped. So the solution is doing this training. So first, do it like this, ups and downs, do it correctly 20 times in 5 sets. And then, when it became good, you can do this. Do the movement X. And this is the step 2. The possibility of the ball slipping is so high in this training. Try to master the training 1 to do the second training very well. For doing the slap movement, the ball may slip a lot of times. If you want to do the movement with more height, I suggest you, and it's better, to use PersianBall and shoes. Because there is a friction layer on the ball, and there is also a friction layer on the shoes, and peel layer on side part and front part of the shoes. Because they are designed especially for freestyle. And you can land the movement faster and progress faster. If you want to have yours, links in the description. An important tip is that I put pressure vertically on the ball. It means now I'm putting pressure to right and side part of the ball, to back part of the ball, forward, and again side part of the ball. So the ball is locked and it won't slip. And do it correctly 20 times without any mistake. In the third step, you just have to lift the ball. First, make the X style and then lift the ball with your toes. At the beginning, it might not have the strength and the power to lift the ball. So don't worry, after training, you will gain the power and you can lift the ball easily. An important tip is that you shouldn't put pressure to the side part of the ball. You should put pressure under the ball to lift the ball. In the last step, we do it all together. We do the slap movement and we juggle. An important tip is that I roll the ball from my ankle to the toes. That makes the ball to be lifted up higher. You may ask question, a slap movement, but I cannot lift it higher. That is the solution. Roll the ball from your ankle up to the toes. When you can do this movement, now it's time to do it with juggling. Both of them are amazing, with juggling and itself. When you want to do the juggling, you juggle, you do a little higher juggle, and then you search for the landing spot. And then you put your foot right there. When the ball lands, you take the ball, do the slap movement, and do it again. When you learn it with juggling, it's easier to do many slaps. For example, 2 slaps in a row, and you can combine it with other movements. Anyway, hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. If you cannot do it in the beginning and first days, it's okay. With training, you can do it properly. So train it very good so that we can pass this level and do another movement. That is Clipper. I want to see you on Word Estates. You have 1 week. You have 1 week to train. Your support is your like, comment, and your subscription. Thank you and see you in the next video. What's up guys, hope you are well. We are back with another session of VIP Freestyle course of PersianBall. In this session we are gonna learn the clipper movement. As you can see, it's an easy and wonderful movement that if you learn it, you can combine it with a lot of movements and make great combinations. So let's learn it together. For doing the clipper movement, first of all, the first need is a style. This is the clipper's style. The first training to have the clipper style is to place your foot from outside on the ground and try to lift it. When you lift it, inside part of your foot must be flat. And also, you can bend your weak foot or your left foot. In the second step, do this movement but behind of your weak foot. And pay attention to this important and crucial tip. That is, if there is a pressure on your ankle, there is no pressure on your weak foot. So try to put pressure on your weak foot so that it doesn't hurt your ankle. And lift your toe as much as you can so the inside of your foot is flat. The third step, now the ball is in the game. Hold the ball with your hand, hold it next to your body, drop it. When it bounces, put your feet under the ball and just a little touch. It's okay if the ball goes away. Just a little touch is needed. After you have done it, sometimes when the ball bounces, you do the clipper movement and you can hold it for seconds and you realize that you're communicating with the ball. Look, it's okay for even half of a second. And when you have felt that you have communicated with the ball and you felt that you can hold the ball, you can come to the next step. The next movement, you gotta do it like a rubber band. Your left foot must be like a rubber band. In this movement, your timing is really important. Actually, your foot escorts the ball from the spot you receive it until the spot you leave it. Exactly like this. It hit the ground, it bounces, and your feet escorts the ball and you do it like a rubber band. It shouldn't contact with your thighs. I recommend you to use these PersianBall shoes because in doing the clipper movement, the side part of your shoes is contributed to the activity. So sometimes the ball may slip on your shoes. And I recommend you to have these PersianBall shoes because there is a peel layer in front part of the shoes and side part of the shoes, so the ball doesn't slip on your shoes. That helps you to do the movements faster and progress faster. And also, the PersianBall that has a friction layer on the ball, as you can see, that doesn't slip on the shoes. These two products are designed especially for freestyle. In this level, we do it all together. We have learned all the steps with details and basics. So, in the fourth step, we do it all together and we don't use the ground. We drop the ball. Before it hits the ground, we do the clipper movement. An important tip that you should pay attention is that try to contact the ball mostly with inside of your foot, not with toes or wherever, because inside of the foot takes more space. A lot of details. Then, when you became professional and reach the best style, you can come to this video and learn the clipper movement. Because we don't want to concentrate on the juggling, we just want to concentrate on the clipper movement. You juggle with a little longer hit and then you do the clipper movement. If you want to become professional at this movement, try to do it twice in a row, because doing it twice in a row makes you do the first one correct and with a good height and upright. Now, I did it, but the ball went in another direction, but I could land the movement. And if you do this movement, but in two clippers in a row, you must do the first one correctly and upright, so you can do the other one or another movement that you want to combine. Alright, hope you have enjoyed this tutorial. First, train the single clipper and then try to do it 2 times in a row and train it very well. If you train it very well, the next week another tutorial will be uploaded. If you want to watch the previous tutorials, I put the playlist in the description. First, watch the previous tutorials and then this tutorial and the next tutorials, because we want to go with discipline and I want to see you on the water sets. Thank you and see you in the next video. What's up guys, welcome to the 10th session of the Freestyle football course of PersianBall. And if you have done the previous movement very well, you can make a lot of fabulous combinations. So stay tuned with me until the end of this video that I want to tell you some important tips. Preparation for this movement is just juggling. If you don't know how to juggle for professional freestyle or you cannot juggle at all, you can watch the first tutorial of this course that I have taught the juggling movement very carefully and with a great style. So first of all, watch the first video and then you can learn the movements and combinations. First of all, the ball must be in this area. So that is an important movement. If the ball is lower or higher than this area, the movement is not clean at all. This movement is wrong because there is a massive distance between the ball and back of my head and it's not clean. The nearer the better. The nearer the ball is to the back of your head, the more the movement is clean. So try to throw the ball to the ground. When it comes up, it must be in your eyes level and you can cross your head under the ball. So you train it 10 times and clean.
Big time, number 9. Diamonds in my teeth, I got a lot of shine. Running up the numbers, that's a lot of grind. Try and take it from me.
In the second step, we do it with juggling. We juggle and with a little higher hit, it must be straight, vertical and with controlled height. And then we do the fake neck movement.
Try and take it from me.
If you have done these 2 steps properly, the beauty is in the combinations. You can do a lot of combinations with this fake neck movement. If you have done the previous movements very well, you can do today's combinations too. So I will tell you 3 combinations that you can do with fake neck movements and the movements that you have learned before. So listen carefully. The first combination is fake neck plus crossover. I have taught the crossover movement in the 4th session. I'm gonna do the fake neck and crossover movement combination, and what a fabulous combination it's gonna be. Both of them together are in the semi-professional part of the amateur level. We have learned the crossover movement, so what is the important tip? The important tip is that when you hit the ball higher and you cross your head, if the ball is coming in the way that it has gone up, you can do the crossover movement without any fear, because the ball lands in the part which you have hit it. And when the ball lands properly, you can do the fake neck movement and crossover without fear. That's why you have done the fake neck movements 10 times, and the only point is trusting yourself and going for the crossover movements before the ball lands. The second combination is doing it with the X movement. We have learned the X movement together and before the crossover, and it's a very easy movement. It is very easy, even easier than crossover movement. With which ball I can freestyle better and comfortable. I use this PersianBall. It has a friction layer and the ball doesn't slip on your shoes. And also, it has a great bounce. As you see, the ball bounce is standard, and for a person who wants to work professionally, his shoes weight is important, his balls bouncing is important, and the friction layer is also important. And also, I use this PersianBall shoes because it has a friction layer on itself and it's very lightweight. If you want to have yours, if you are living abroad, you can go to our shop site persianball.shop, and if you are in Iran, you can click the links in the description. The next combination is fabulous and so attractive, the combination with the clipper movement. After you do the fake neck movement, you can see the ball coming down. Your weak foot goes beside and you take a space for your stronger foot to do the clipper movement. You can combine this fake neck movement with a lot of great movements and make a lot of combinations. There's another movement that we can combine it with the fake neck movement. I will show you, but the tutorial is for the next session, so don't miss the next session. This is it. This is called the magic spin movement. It has a detailed movement like this, and you spin the ball in the air, and it has a great combination with the fake neck movement. So if you want to learn the magic spin movement, surely don't miss the next tutorial. I hope you have enjoyed this tutorial and it has been useful for you. Thanks for training with me every week, and see you in the next video.
Yeah!